The 70s to 90s gave birth to some of the most iconic men in pop music, whose voices and styles have left an indelible mark on generations. From Barry Gibb's falsetto to David Bowie's reinventions, these legends shaped pop culture and music. But what are they doing now? Join us as we take a look at 50 men who defined an era, then and now. I'd love to know where you're watching from. Leave your country in the comments, and thank you for being here. Barry Gibb. Barry Gibb's unmistakable falsetto defined the sound of the 1970s. As the lead voice of the Bee Gees, he helped craft unforgettable hits like Stayin' Alive and How Deep Is Your Love, turning the group into icons of the disco era. With his flowing blonde hair and sharp sense of style, Barry wasn't just a voice, he was the face of a generation's music. Today, at 77, Barry Gibb remains a respected legend in pop music. While the Bee Gees are no longer performing, their songs continue to echo through time, forever tied to the spirit of the 70s. Paul McCartney. Paul McCartney was already a global star before the 70s thanks to his time with the Beatles. But he didn't stop there. With Wings and solo hits like Maybe I'm Amazed, he brought his signature warmth and creative spark into a new era. Known for his upbeat energy and fearless experimentation, Paul helped push pop music in bold new directions. Now 81, McCartney still writes, records, and performs, showing no signs of slowing down. His influence stretches across generations, and his legacy as one of music's most innovative and beloved artists remains firmly intact. Boy George. Boy George stormed into the spotlight in the 80s with a voice full of soul and a style that turned heads. As Culture Club's frontman, he blended pop with reggae, fashion with identity, and gave the world unforgettable hits like Karma Chameleon. His bold, gender-fluid image wasn't just eye-catching. It challenged norms and celebrated individuality at a time when pop music was ripe for change. Now in his 60s, Boy George is still pushing creative boundaries. Whether performing solo or mentoring rising talent on reality TV, he continues to inspire a new generation to be fearless, original, and unapologetically themselves. Barry Manilow. With a piano, a dazzling smile, and a voice full of emotion, Barry Manilow became the king of soft pop. Hits like Mandy and Copacabana made him a global favorite, known for his heartfelt ballads and flair for the dramatic. His polished look, tailored suits, and perfectly styled hair matched the smooth, romantic vibe of his music. Now 80, Manilow may have stepped back from the spotlight, but his influence hasn't faded. His timeless melodies still resonate with fans who've loved him for decades, securing his place as one of pop's most cherished voices. Sting. Sting brought something different to the 80s music scene: intellect, depth, and a voice you couldn't ignore. As the driving force behind the Police, he fused rock, reggae, and pop into a sound all his own, delivering haunting hits like Every Breath You Take. His thoughtful lyrics and cool, understated charisma set him apart from the era's louder personalities. At 72, Sting hasn't slowed down. His solo work explores everything from jazz to world music, proving he's still evolving as an artist. While the look has changed, the passion hasn't. His creative fire continues to burn bright, adding new layers to an already legendary career. Robbie Williams. Robbie Williams burst into the spotlight in the 90s with Take That, but it was his solo career that truly made him a star. With his signature mix of swagger and vulnerability, he delivered chart toppers like Angels, a song that quickly became a modern classic. His blend of pop, rock, and a cheeky edge set him apart, making him one of the most dynamic performers of his generation. Now 49, Robbie hasn't lost his connection with fans. He's still creating music, still performing, and still very much a part of the pop landscape. Phil Collins. Phil Collins made the 80s unforgettable with a sound that was both powerful and deeply personal. Whether behind the drums with Genesis or front and center as a solo artist, He delivered emotional hits like In the Air Tonight and Against All Odds that struck a chord around the world. His voice, filled with raw honesty, and his signature drumming style made him stand out in a crowded music scene. Now 73, health challenges have slowed his pace but not his impact. Colin's influence remains strong, his songs still echoing across generations. From rock anthems to heartfelt ballads, his mark on music is lasting and undeniable. Rick Astley. Rick Astley burst onto the scene in 1987 with Never Gonna Give You Up, a track that quickly became a global pop phenomenon. With a surprisingly rich voice and a clean-cut image, he was the unexpected star of the late 80s, delivering upbeat hits with charm and confidence that lit up the charts. Now 58, Astley has leaned into his viral fame, becoming an internet legend through the Rick-rolling craze. But beyond the meme, he's proven himself a seasoned artist, still writing, performing, and evolving. His sense of humor and staying power have made him a lasting favorite in pop culture. Lionel Richie. Lionel Richie owned the 80s with a voice as smooth as velvet and a gift for unforgettable melodies. From heartfelt ballads like Hello to the infectious rhythm of All Night Long, he delivered hit after hit, blending R&B and pop with effortless grace. His charm and emotional depth made him one of the most versatile and beloved artists of the decade. At 74, Richie is still in the spotlight, whether on stage or mentoring young talent as a judge on American Idol. His legacy is built on timeless songs and cross-genre influence, and his music continues to resonate with fans old and new. Leo Sayer. Leo Sayer lit up the 70s with his unmistakable voice and lively stage presence. Songs like You Make Me Feel Like Dancing and Long Tall Glasses captured the spirit of the era, full of fun, rhythm, and a touch of theatrical flair. With his curly hair and vibrant wardrobe, Leo carved out a place all his own in the disco and pop scene. Now in his mid-70s, Sayer still steps onto the stage from time to time, sharing his timeless tunes with both longtime fans and curious newcomers. While he's no longer topping the charts, his role in shaping the sound of the 70s remains unforgettable. Stick with me to the end of this video. Comment 1 if you're ready, and trust me, you'll love what's coming up. Donnie Osmond. In the 1970s, Donnie Osmond was the face of teenage stardom. With his clean-cut image, warm smile, and silky voice, he won over countless fans through hits like Puppy Love and his family's popular variety show. As part of the Osmond phenomenon, Donnie stood out as a heartthrob whose charm seemed effortless. Today, 65, Donnie is still in the spotlight, headlining shows in Las Vegas and connecting with fans who've grown up alongside him. His journey from teen idol to seasoned entertainer is a testament to his lasting talent and timeless appeal in both music and television. Neil Diamond. Neil Diamond's deep, soulful voice and heartfelt lyrics made him a defining voice of the 70s. Songs like Sweet Caroline and America became more than just hits. They turned into anthems that brought people together. With his powerful stage presence and emotional delivery, Diamond captured the spirit of an era and touched millions. Now, 83, he may have retired from performing due to health concerns, but his music hasn't missed a beat. His songs still fill arenas, movies, and memories, reminding us why he remains one of pop music's greatest storytellers. Kenny Rogers. Kenny Rogers brought warmth and wisdom to every song he sang. With a voice that felt like a familiar friend, he crossed effortlessly between country and pop, delivering unforgettable hits like The Gambler and Islands in the Stream. His easy charm, signature beard, and knack for storytelling made him a standout star of the 70s and 80s. Though he passed away in 2020 at the age of 81, Rogers' legacy lives on. His songs still echo with heart and honesty, reminding fans of the timeless stories he shared and the comfort his music continues to bring. Howard Jones. Howard Jones helped shape the sound of the 80s with his forward-thinking take on synth pop. Mixing upbeat electronic rhythms with thoughtful, optimistic lyrics, he delivered memorable tracks like Things Can Only Get Better and No One Is to Blame. His futuristic vibe and introspective songwriting made him a unique voice in the new wave movement. Now 69, Jones remains active in music, still performing and creating with the same passion. His loyal fan base continues to grow, drawn to his signature blend of hope, melody, and innovation, proof that his influence still resonates decades later. Terence Trent D'Arby. Terence Trent D'Arby arrived in the late 80s like a force of nature. His debut album, introducing the Hardline, was a bold statement, packed with hits like Wishing Well and Sign Your Name. With a powerhouse voice and a style that fused soul, rock, and pop, he drew instant comparisons to icons like Prince. Yet he clearly followed his own path. Now 60 and performing under the name Sananda Maitreya, he's charted a more independent course. Breaking free from mainstream expectations, he continues to create genre-defying music, remaining a fearless and original voice in a world that often favors the predictable. Elton John. Elton John redefined what it meant to be a pop star in the 70s. With glittering outfits, explosive energy, and a piano always at the center of it all, he delivered classics like Rocket Man and Tiny Dancer that still resonate today. His ability to blend theatrical flair with raw musical talent made him a one-of-a-kind force in the music world. At 76, Elton's legacy only grows stronger. His Farewell Yellow Brick Road tour has drawn massive crowds, proving his timeless appeal. Beyond the stage, his dedication to activism and philanthropy has cemented his role not just as a music icon, but as a voice for change. Billy Joel. Billy Joel wasn't just the piano man, he was the voice of a generation. With a knack for weaving vivid stories into song, he turned everyday moments into anthems. Tracks like Piano Man and Uptown Girl showed off his range, blending pop, rock, and classical influences into a style that felt both timeless and uniquely his. Now 74, Joel continues to command the stage, especially at his long-running Madison Square Garden residency. His catalog of hits remains a cornerstone of American pop, and his ability to connect through music ensures his legacy keeps playing on. Shawn Cassidy. Shawn Cassidy shot to fame in the late 1970s, charming fans with his boyish looks and catchy hits like Da Do Ron Ron. He wasn't just a pop star, his role in the Hardy Boys Mysteries made him a double threat, winning over audiences on both stage and screen. Today, at 65, Cassidy has shifted gears. Though his days as a teen idol are behind him, he's built a solid career behind the scenes as an actor, writer, and producer. His early stardom may have faded, but his impact on pop culture still holds strong. Paul Anka. Paul Anka became a teen idol in the late 50s with heartfelt hits like Diana and Put Your Head on My Shoulder. His smooth voice and songwriting talent quickly set him apart. By the 60s, he was crafting songs for legends, including the iconic My Way for Frank Sinatra, proof of his versatility and staying power. At 83, Anka may have stepped back from the spotlight, but his influence endures. His songs still echo through time, reminding the world of the role he played in shaping the golden era of pop music. Usher. Usher rose to fame in the late 90s and 2000s, captivating audiences with his smooth voice, sharp dance moves, and magnetic presence. Hits like Yeah and You Got It Bad turned him into a global sensation, blending R&B soul with pop appeal. Beyond the music, he left his mark on fashion and pop culture. Now 45, Usher remains a force in entertainment. He's still making music, performing live, and branching into acting and philanthropy. His impact on R&B is lasting, and he continues to inspire the next wave of artists. Darren Hayes. Darren Hayes rose to fame in the 90s as the voice of Savage Garden, delivering unforgettable hits like Truly Madly Deeply and I Want You. His emotional vocals and poetic lyrics helped define the duo's signature sound, earning fans across the globe. Now 52, Hayes continues his musical journey as a solo artist, often diving into more personal and experimental territory. Though Savage Garden has long since ended, his influence on pop music and reputation for heartfelt songwriting continue to leave a lasting mark. Quick question for you. Out of all the legends you've seen so far, who do you think aged the coolest, style-wise or career-wise? Drop their name in the comments below. Nick Kamen. Nick Kamen captured the spotlight in the 1980s with his model looks and soulful voice. He shot to fame with the hit Each Time You Break My Heart, written by Madonna, and became an instant icon after his memorable Levi's ad, stripping down in a laundromat and turning heads worldwide. Though his life was cut short when he passed away in 2021, his influence lives on. Kamen's music and image still spark memories of the bold, stylish spirit of the 80s, reminding fans of a brief but unforgettable career. Bert Bakarak. Bert Bakarak was a master of melody whose elegant, complex tunes helped shape the sound of the 60s and 70s. Working closely with lyricist Hal David, he created timeless songs like What's New Pussycat and I Say a Little Prayer, blending pop with jazz and classical flair. He passed away in 2023 at 94, leaving behind a musical legacy that still echoes through pop and film. His sophisticated style and melodic brilliance continue to inspire generations of songwriters and composers. Jim Croce. Jim Croce rose to fame in the early 70s with a unique blend of folk and pop, telling relatable stories through songs like Time in a Bottle and Bad, Bad Leroy Brown. His gentle voice and honest lyrics gave his music a heartfelt charm that connected with listeners everywhere. Sadly, his promising career was cut short in a 1973 plane crash at just 30 years old. Even so, Croce's music has stood the test of time. His songs remain beloved, a lasting reminder of his rare gift for turning everyday emotions into musical poetry. Glenn Medeiros. Glenn Medeiros became a pop sensation in the late 80s with his breakout hit Nothing's Gonna Change My Love for You. His soft vocals and heartfelt ballads made him a favorite among young fans, capturing the romantic spirit of the era. Now 52, Medeiros has left the spotlight and built a meaningful career in education. Though his time in the music scene was brief, his songs continue to stir nostalgia, remembered fondly as gentle anthems of 80s romance. Bobby Brown. Bobby Brown made his mark as a member of New Edition, helping to shape the rise of R&B and New Jack Swing. But it was his solo career that truly solidified his status as a pop culture icon. Songs like My Prerogative and Every Little Step showcased his bold, rebellious spirit and blend of R&B with dance pop. At 55, Brown has faced personal struggles, yet he remains a respected figure in the world of R&B. His legacy as the bad boy of pop and his influence on modern R&B continue to resonate with fans and artists alike. David Bowie. David Bowie was a true musical chameleon, constantly reinventing himself and reshaping pop music. From the glam rock persona of Ziggy Stardust to the soul-infused sounds of Young Americans, Bowie's fearless genre exploration and bold persona changed the music scene. Songs like Space Oddity and Heroes became symbols of innovation and individuality. Bowie passed away in 2016 at the age of 69, but his legacy remains immortal. His influence spans music, fashion, and culture, and his eclectic genius continues to inspire new generations of artists, solidifying his place as a lasting icon. Neil Sedaka. Neil Sedaka rose to fame in the late 50s with his irresistible melodies and sweet vocals. Songs like Oh Carol and Breaking Up Is Hard to Do made him a household name. His career spanned decades, showcasing his talent to mix rock, pop, and classical influences, proving his versatility as both a composer and performer. At 85, Sedaka's music still holds a special place in the hearts of fans. Though his heyday was years ago, his legacy as a pop trailblazer endures, with his timeless songs continuing to echo through generations. Rod Stewart. Rod Stewart's raspy voice and charismatic rock star image made him a standout in the 70s and 80s. Hits like Maggie May and Do You Think I'm Sexy highlighted his ability to mix folk, rock, and disco, creating a sound full of energy that kept him at the top of the charts. Now 79, Stewart is still rocking stages worldwide, continuing to share his iconic voice with fans. With a career that spans over 5 decades, his legacy is one of constant reinvention, leaving a lasting impact on both rock and pop music. Bryan Adams. Bryan Adams became the defining voice of the 80s and 90s with his unforgettable power ballads and rock anthems. Songs like Summer of '69 and Everything I Do It For You became timeless classics, embodying youth, love, and nostalgia. His raspy vocals and guitar-driven sound made him a constant presence on the radio and in concert halls. Now 64, Adams is still active in the music scene, touring and releasing fresh tracks. His iconic hits continue to capture the heart of rock, and his philanthropic efforts only enhance his reputation as one of pop's lasting stars. Gilbert OSullivan. In the early 70s, Gilbert OSullivan captured attention with his quirky voice and piano-driven pop hits like Alone Again, Naturally, and Claire. His heartfelt ballads, paired with witty lyrics, gave him a distinctive place in pop music, offering a unique blend of introspection and charm. Now in his late 70s, OSullivan continues to perform and tour, though his chart-topping days are behind him. However, his legacy remains strong, with his memorable songs still resonating with fans who appreciate his clever storytelling and melodic talent. Wayne Newton. Wayne Newton, famously known as Mr. Las Vegas, became a fixture of the entertainment world in the 60s and 70s with his smooth voice and magnetic stage presence. Songs like Donkey Shone and Red Roses for a Blue Lady turned him into a household name, and his long Las Vegas residency cemented his place as a true icon. Now 81, Newton still performs occasionally, staying connected to his legendary status as one of Las Vegas's most enduring entertainers. His timeless music and unforgettable persona continue to be cherished by fans across generations. Ricky Nelson. Ricky Nelson became the ultimate teen idol in the late 50s and early 60s, known for his striking looks, charm, and rock hits like Hello Marilu and Travelin' Man. As a star on The Adventures of Ozzie and Harriet, he symbolized the wholesome youth of the era and early rock and roll. Sadly, Nelson's life was cut short when he died in a plane crash in 1985 at just 45. However, his impact on rock and pop music endures. His unique mix of rockabilly, pop, and early rock continues to inspire artists and resonate with fans today. Adam Ant. In the early 80s, Adam Ant became a pop sensation with his dramatic, pirate-inspired look and dynamic performances. As the lead of Adam and the Ants, he delivered hits like Goody Two Shoes and Stand and Deliver, mixing new wave, punk, and pop to capture the bold, rebellious energy of the time. Now 69, Adam Ant still performs, embracing his distinctive style. While his mainstream popularity may have waned, his impact on the new wave movement and his unforgettable persona have firmly secured his place in pop history. Jeff Timmons. Jeff Timmons played a key role in the boy band explosion of the late 90s as a founding member of 98 Degrees. With hits like I Do, Cherish You, and Because of You, the group became a major player in pop music, with Timmons' smooth vocals and boyish charm making him a fan favorite. Now in his 50s, Timmons continues to make music, focusing on solo projects and occasional collaborations. His legacy as a central figure in the boy band era endures, keeping the spirit of 90s pop alive for fans of that generation. Freddie Mercury. Freddie Mercury was a musical genius whose incredible vocal range and flamboyant stage presence made him the iconic frontman of Queen in the 70s and 80s. His hits like Bohemian Rhapsody, We Are the Champions, and Somebody to Love highlighted his talent and emotional depth, blending rock, opera, and pop in ways that were groundbreaking. Though he tragically passed away in 1991 at 45, Mercury's legacy is still alive and powerful. His unmatched vocal ability, unforgettable music, and larger-than-life persona continue to influence and inspire rock and pop culture today. Paul Simon. Paul Simon, a master of folk pop and storytelling, crafted a career that spanned decades, from his time with Simon and Garfunkel to his groundbreaking solo work. Songs like The Sound of Silence, Bridge Over Troubled Water, and Graceland showcased his lyrical genius and ability to blend diverse genres, making him a pop icon. Now, 83, Simon still performs, though less often. His music remains timeless, and his influence on songwriting is unparalleled, ensuring his place as one of pop music's greatest and most enduring artists. George Harrison. Known as the Quiet Beatle, George Harrison infused the Beatles with spiritual depth and musical innovation, creating classics like Here Comes the Sun and While My Guitar Gently Weeps. His solo work, especially the album All Things Must Pass, combined rock with Indian influences and profound lyrical insight. Though Harrison passed away in 2001, his legacy endures. His pioneering contributions to both the Beatles and his solo career have left an indelible mark on pop music, with his influence still felt in every song and sound he created. Ringo Starr. Ringo Starr, with his steady drum beats and easygoing charm, was the backbone of the Beatles, adding rhythm and heart to their revolutionary sound. His distinctive drumming and playful energy were essential to the band's rise to fame in the 60s. As a solo artist in the 70s, he enjoyed hits like It Don't Come Easy and remained a beloved figure in rock music. Now in his 80s, Ringo still tours with his all-star band, showing that his infectious rhythm is as strong as ever. His legacy as both a Beatle and a solo artist continues to live on. Enrique Iglesias. In the 90s, Enrique Iglesias burst onto the scene, captivating audiences with his sultry voice and undeniable charm. Hits like Bailamos helped him become the Latin heartthrob of the era, blending pop with Latin rhythms to achieve global success. Now 49, Enrique continues to captivate fans worldwide with his emotive vocals and exciting collaborations. His ability to cross over into both English and Spanish markets has kept him relevant, with his strongest fan base still in the Latin world. Even as his musical style evolves, his influence and status as a pioneer in Latin pop crossover remain as strong as ever. Nick Lachey. In the early 2000s, Nick Lachey became a household name with his boy-next-door charm as a member of the hit boy band 98 Degrees. Songs like I Do, Cherish You made him a fan favorite, with his smooth voice standing out in the group. After the band's hiatus, Nick enjoyed a brief solo success with What's Left of Me, but his personal life, including his highly publicized marriage to Jessica Simpson, also kept him in the spotlight. Today, Nick has transitioned into a respected TV personality and host, balancing his career with family life. His journey through fame and resilience continues to inspire, because YouTube will prioritize interactive videos. Please comment "OK" if you find this video interesting. Thank you. Paddy McAloon. Paddy McAloon, known for his ethereal voice and thoughtful songwriting, led Prefab Sprout to critical acclaim in the 80s and 90s with tracks like The King of Rock and Roll. His poetic lyrics and refined pop sound earned him a devoted following, even if mainstream success remained just out of reach. Despite facing health struggles and taking a long hiatus, McAloon has continued to release music, with each album showcasing his musical depth and emotional insight. Now in his 60s, his work is still seen as a rich source of artistic intelligence, solidifying his status as one of the era's most underrated geniuses. A.J. McLean. A.J. McLean, known for his edgy style and powerful vocals, was a standout member of the Backstreet Boys, helping the group dominate the late 90s and early 2000s. With hits like I Want It That Way, the band secured its place in pop history, and AJ's distinct voice played a major role in their success. Now in his 40s, AJ continues to tour with the Backstreet Boys while also pursuing solo projects, embracing his personal growth with authenticity. Despite overcoming struggles with addiction, AJ's resilience has kept him a prominent figure in pop culture, adapting to the ever-changing landscape of the industry. Richie Neville. Richie Neville made his mark in the late 90s as a member of the British boy band Five. With his edgy style and boundless energy, he helped the group achieve hits like Keep On Movin' and When the Lights Go Out. As one of the lead vocalists, he quickly became a heartthrob for millions. After Five disbanded, Richie stepped away from the spotlight but later rejoined the group for a reunion tour. Now in his 40s, he remains active in music, staying connected with fans while reflecting on his journey through the highs and lows of pop stardom. Abz Love. Abz Love was the rebellious force behind the 90s boy band Five, known for his bold tattoos and powerful vocals. His edgy, hip-hop-influenced pop style helped the group score hits like Got the Feelin' and If You Gettin' Down, making them a chart-topping sensation. After leaving Five in 2001, Abz pursued a solo career with Miss Perfect gaining recognition. Over time, he stepped away from the public eye to focus on a more private life. Now in his 40s, Abz prioritizes family and personal well-being, but his legacy as a key member of Five remains strong, cherished by their dedicated fan base. Clark Datchler. Clark Datchler gained fame in the late 80s as the lead singer of Johnny Hates Jazz. With his distinctive voice and smooth delivery, he helped drive the band's hits like Shattered Dreams and I Don't Want to Be a Hero, bringing their polished pop sound to global audiences. After the band's initial success, Datchler pursued a solo career, though he didn't reach the same level of commercial success. Still, his influence on pop music remains significant. Now, he continues to create music and stay active in the industry, maintaining his reputation as a talented and respected artist. Tom Jones. Tom Jones made his mark in the 60s with his deep, captivating voice and dynamic stage presence. With unforgettable hits like It's Not Unusual and Delilah, he became a pop and soul icon, earning a reputation as a sex symbol of the time. Now 83, Tom continues to mesmerize audiences with his enduring vocal talent and charisma. His blend of classic hits and new music shows that his legacy is far from fading. His influence on music remains as powerful as ever. Ricky Martin. Ricky Martin shot to global stardom in the late 90s with his electrifying hit Livin' La Vida Loca, becoming a Latin pop icon. His high-energy music and magnetic stage presence made him an instant sensation in the pop world. Beyond his music, Ricky became a passionate advocate for LGBTQ+ rights and humanitarian causes, using his platform for positive change. Now 52, he continues to tour and release new music, with his charisma still shining bright. His versatility as a performer and activist keeps him relevant in the cultural landscape, proving his influence extends far beyond the stage. Liza Minnelli. Liza Minnelli inherited show business royalty in her veins. Her mother was screen legend Judy Garland, her father the visionary director Vincente Minnelli, but she forged a distinct brilliance all her own. Bursting onto the world stage with Cabaret 1972, she claimed an Oscar and mesmerized audiences with those unforgettable doe eyes and a timeless sense of glamour. Yet behind the spotlight, life delivered punishing blows. Persistent whispers of cosmetic surgery surfaced, though Minnelli herself never addressed the speculation. More pressing were her real battles, decades-long struggles with alcohol and drugs that led to repeated hospital stays, followed by a devastating 2000 encephalitis diagnosis that temporarily robbed her of speech and mobility. Even so, her resolve never wavered. Through painstaking rehab and sheer willpower, she returned to the mic and the stage, proving that grit can rival genius. I was a huge fan of Liza Minnelli throughout my childhood. How about you? Drop a comment with one if you love her as much as I do. Meg Ryan. Known for her radiant beauty and captivating smile, Meg Ryan became a symbol of 1990s romantic comedies. The renowned Hollywood actress left a lasting impression with iconic romantic films like When Harry Met Sally and Sleepless in Seattle. Her authentic and engaging acting style helped her gain widespread affection, solidifying her position as a beloved figure in the film industry. However, after reaching the peak of her success, Meg Ryan became the subject of speculation regarding plastic surgery. These changes made her appearance noticeably different from her earlier years. Dr. John Smith of New York's Juva Skin and Laser Center suggested that she may have undergone multiple procedures, such as cheek lifts, Botox, and fillers. Many fans feel that this transformation has altered their image of the Meg Ryan they once adored. Additionally, it is believed that this shift in her look may have affected her career, diminishing the star power she once held with audiences. Kathleen Turner. At the height of her fame, her seductive beauty, striking features, and uniquely raspy voice solidified Kathleen Turner as a Hollywood sex symbol. This legendary actress is renowned for her performances in hit films like Body Heat, 1981, and Romancing the Stone, 1984. However, Turner's life and career were not without their struggles. A significant turning point came in the mid-1990s when she was diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis, a painful condition that limited her mobility and affected her acting abilities, prompting her to take a long hiatus from Hollywood. Turner also revealed that she struggled with alcohol addiction, which she turned to as a way of managing the chronic pain. This combination of health issues and addiction took a toll on her public image. While rumors about plastic surgery have circulated, Turner has never publicly addressed these speculations. Tara Reid. Tara Reid once epitomized late 90s Hollywood allure, lighting up hits like American Pie and The Big Lebowski with her easy charm and sun-kissed smile. Fame, however, brought pressures that reshaped her path. In 2004, she opted for breast augmentation and abdominal liposuction, procedures meant to polish her image. But surgical missteps left visible scarring that shattered her confidence. A red carpet wardrobe mishap soon exposed the results to a ruthless tabloid spotlight, triggering a cascade of lost roles and harsh headlines. As the scrutiny mounted, Tara turned to alcohol, eventually entering rehab in 2008 to reclaim her health. Though the journey has been anything but smooth, she has battled forward, determined to write new chapters in her career and prove that resilience can outshine any stumble. Priscilla Presley. In her youth, Priscilla was celebrated for her captivating beauty, with deep-set eyes and a radiant smile that established her as a beauty icon of the 1960s and 1970s. A prominent figure in the entertainment industry, she is best known for her roles in the Naked Gun series and her essential role in preserving Elvis Presley's legacy. However, she faced several health struggles and complications related to cosmetic surgery. In 2003, Priscilla became a victim of fraudulent surgeon Daniel Serrano, who injected her face with harmful industrial silicone, leading to severe side effects such as lumps and mild paralysis. Priscilla later addressed the incident, explaining that it had been resolved years ago, although it drew public attention to her changing appearance. In 2019, she was diagnosed with skin cancer on her nose and underwent surgery to remove the cancerous tissue, which left scars that made her feel self-conscious. Despite these personal challenges, Priscilla Presley has shown great resilience, continuing to thrive in both her film career and business ventures. Joan Van Arc. Joan Van Arc first captured television audiences as Valine Ewing on Knots Landing, her luminous blonde hair and gentle features cementing her status as an 80s beauty icon. In recent decades, however, whispers of extensive cosmetic work have followed the actress. Though she has never confirmed going under the knife, industry observers point to telltale signs: possible eyelid surgery, frequent Botox, facial fillers, even multiple lifts, as evidence of an ongoing quest to hold back time. Ironically, those alleged touch-ups may have dulled the very softness that once defined her screen presence. Some critics go so far as to claim her face now looks unnaturally taut, almost melting in places. Whether the rumors are accurate or exaggerated, Joan's evolving appearance serves as a cautionary tale of how Hollywood's relentless beauty standards can push even the most celebrated talents to extremes, sometimes at the cost of the natural charm that made them famous in the first place. Kelly LeBrock. With the captivating looks, thick flowing hair, and striking facial features, Kelly LeBrock quickly gained the attention of both the film industry and audiences. The renowned actress, known for her roles in The Woman in Red and Weird Science, became a beauty icon of the 1980s. However, LeBrock's personal life has been marked by significant challenges, particularly after her divorce from actor Steven Seagal. There has been considerable speculation about whether she has undergone cosmetic procedures such as fillers, a nose job, or even a facelift, though LeBrock has never publicly confirmed any of these rumors. Her career setbacks, however, seem to stem more from personal struggles, particularly with alcohol and drugs, leading her to step away from acting and embrace a more private life. Today, LeBrock focuses on her family and philanthropy, especially supporting children with severe illnesses. While her acting career has slowed, she continues to hold a special place in the hearts of her fans. Victoria Principal. Victoria Principal, known for her striking appearance, delicate features, and well-proportioned physique, she was considered one of the era's most captivating actresses. She is famous for portraying Pamela Ewing on the beloved series Dallas during the 1970s and 1980s. After her marriage to plastic surgeon Harry Glassman, speculation emerged suggesting she might have undergone cosmetic procedures to maintain her youthful look. However, Principal has consistently refuted these rumors, attributing her radiant appearance to a dedicated skincare regimen and a healthy lifestyle. In addition to her acting career, she ventured into entrepreneurship with the launch of her skincare line, Principal Secret, in 1989, highlighting her passion and expertise in beauty and wellness. Although she was diagnosed with a clotting disorder, it hasn't significantly affected her health or career. Jessica Lange. In her younger years, Jessica Lange captivated audiences with both her acting talent and her striking magnetic beauty. The celebrated American actress has made a lasting impact on film and entertainment with her remarkable performances throughout a career that has spanned several decades. She has earned 2 Oscars, one for her role in Tootsie, 1982, and another for Blue Sky, 1994. However, as time passed, rumors arose about her potential use of cosmetic surgery to maintain her youthful appearance, including procedures like eyelid lifts and facelifts. While Lange has never publicly confirmed these speculations, some critics have suggested that such alterations may have affected her natural beauty, possibly influencing her career over the years. Lange has also been open about her ongoing battle with depression, a personal challenge that has had a significant impact on both her life and career. Despite these struggles, she has demonstrated remarkable resilience and remains one of Hollywood's most iconic and celebrated figures. Cher gained fame in the 1960s with the hit song I Got You Babe alongside Sonny Bono, quickly becoming a cultural icon. Known for her unique style and powerful vocals, she went on to achieve solo success, earning numerous accolades, including an Oscar for her role in Moonstruck, 1987. In her younger years, Cher's captivating features, large eyes, and sleek black hair won over audiences. She has been open about undergoing cosmetic procedures, including rhinoplasty and breast implants, to maintain her appearance, but she stresses that she is not addicted to surgery, framing her choices as personal. Cher has also faced health struggles, including a battle with the Epstein-Barr virus, which impacted her well-being. Despite these challenges, she has shown incredible resilience and has left an indelible mark on both music and film throughout her career, which spans over 6 decades. How much do you admire Cher's unstoppable career and timeless reinvention? Drop a number from 0 to 5 in the comments. 5 if you think she's a living legend, or 0 if you're not impressed. Let us know why you feel that way. We're reading them all. Madonna. Madonna has become a symbol of rebellion and female empowerment with her striking beauty, intense gaze, and bold style. A global icon in music and entertainment, Madonna has had a profound influence on the industry, with a career spanning decades and countless hit songs that have shaped musical and fashion trends. However, her decision to undergo cosmetic procedures to maintain her youthful appearance has sparked controversy over the years. At the 2023 Grammy Awards, her dramatically altered look caught fans off guard, leading to speculation about extensive use of fillers and facelifts. This change has raised concerns about the potential health risks associated with such cosmetic interventions. Additionally, Madonna has been open about experimenting with various drugs, explaining that she used them as a way to explore spirituality. While she does not suffer from any serious chronic illness, her lifestyle choices and focus on her appearance have undeniably influenced her public image. Michelle Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer gained fame in the 1980s with a string of successful films, cementing her place as one of Hollywood's leading actresses. Born on April 29, 1958 in Santa Ana, California, Michelle Pfeiffer is a celebrated actress known for her striking beauty, wide range as an actress, and commanding presence on screen. Her breakout role in Scarface, 1983, marked the start of her rise as a powerful talent in the industry. Recognized for her stunning blonde hair and captivating allure, Pfeiffer consistently delivered performances that earned both critical praise and commercial success. As she has aged, she has done so with elegance, preserving the beauty and grace that made her a star. Now, in her 60s, she continues to mesmerize audiences with her charm and skill. Often seen with soft, wavy hair now touched with a sophisticated silver, her face reflects the wisdom and life experience she's gained. Pfeiffer's continued presence in Hollywood, taking on roles that showcase her depth and versatility, is a testament to her lasting appeal and artistic resilience. Daryl Hannah. Known for her ethereal beauty and captivating eyes, she epitomized allure throughout the 1980s and 1990s in blockbuster films like Blade Runner and Kill Bill. In her younger years, Daryl Hannah's flowing blonde hair and flawless complexion added to her natural charm, making her a beloved figure and role model to many fans. However, in recent years, her appearance has undergone significant changes, sparking speculation about cosmetic procedures. While she denies having any surgeries, recent photos show noticeable alterations to her face. Cosmetic experts suggest she may have used Botox, fillers, and possibly eyelid surgery, resulting in a puffy look, particularly around her cheeks and lips. Love this video? Show some love with a like and a subscribe. Hate it? A like would still be awesome, and your feedback in the comments will help me improve. Heather Locklear. Heather Locklear rose to fame in the 1980s as the stunning and unforgettable Sammy Jo Carrington on Dynasty, captivating audiences with her golden blonde hair, dazzling smile, and undeniable screen presence. Her success on hit shows like Melrose Place cemented her as one of TV's most iconic stars of the era. Despite her early fame, she's faced a long and public battle with substance abuse and legal troubles that cast a shadow over her once thriving career. Now in her 60s, Heather's appearance has changed. Her face reflects both the hardships she's endured and the strength she's found in healing. Still known for her signature blonde hair and classic beauty, she presents a more grounded, introspective version of herself. Locklear has chosen to speak openly about her struggles, including the pressures of aging in Hollywood and the toll of addiction. That honesty has touched fans deeply, creating a powerful sense of connection and empathy. Today, she steps back from the spotlight, focusing on recovery, self-care, and carefully chosen projects. Her journey is one of resilience, and a reminder that even those who shine brightest can face the darkest battles. Jane Fonda. Rising to fame with daring roles in Barbarella and the Oscar-winning Clute, Fonda became known not just for her undeniable talent, but for her striking looks. Those sharp cheekbones, piercing eyes, and an athletic physique that defined beauty in her era. She was born December 21st, 1937, in New York City. Isn't just a Hollywood legend, she's a cultural force. Fonda became one of the most vocal and controversial activists of the 20th century, boldly opposing the Vietnam War and standing firm in her beliefs, no matter the backlash. She turned her fame into a platform for change, and she's never stopped fighting for what she believes in. Now in her 80s, Fonda remains as captivating as ever. Her silver hair and elegant presence are unmistakable. While she's been candid about using cosmetic procedures to maintain her appearance, her honesty has only deepened public admiration. She's never pretended to be perfect. She's simply chosen to age on her own terms. Whether she's on screen, on the front lines of protest, or speaking out for the planet, Jane Fonda continues to inspire. Her legacy isn't just about beauty or awards. It's about bravery, purpose, and an unwavering voice that refuses to fade. Sally Field. Early in her career, Field captivated audiences with her fresh beauty, radiant smile, and infectious energy. Sally Field, born on November 6, 1946 in Pasadena, California, is an acclaimed actress known for her roles in beloved TV shows such as Gidget, 1965 to 1966, and The Flying Nun, 1967 to 1970. Her path to stardom, however, has not been without personal struggles, including her candid discussions about battling depression and her challenges as a single mother. Despite these obstacles, Field's career has been marked by extraordinary achievements, including 2 Academy Awards, 3 Primetime Emmys, and a Screen Actors Guild Award, all of which stand as a testament to her remarkable talent and resilience. Now, in her later years, Field's appearance reflects the natural aging process, with silver hair and a poised, graceful demeanor that convey the wisdom of a life well lived. True to her authentic self, she has opted for aging without relying on cosmetic enhancements, earning admiration from both fans and colleagues for her honesty and natural beauty. Sally Field remains active in the entertainment industry, continuing to take on significant roles in both film and television. Her recent projects, including Hello, My Name is Doris, 2015, and the Netflix series Maniac, 2018, highlight her ongoing passion for acting and her ability to bring depth and sincerity to each role. Diane Keaton. Diane Keaton, born January 5, 1946 in Los Angeles, became just as famous for her eccentric yet elegant style as she did for her acting. Tailored suits, wide-brimmed hats, and an unapologetically unique flair made her a fashion icon in an era that worshipped conformity. With her quirky charm, undeniable talent, and fearless individuality, she shot to stardom in the 1970s, especially through her iconic collaboration with Woody Allen in Annie Hall, a role that won her an Academy Award and changed the face of fashion and film forever. Still active in film, TV, writing, and producing, Keaton remains a force in the industry, respected, admired, and refreshingly real. Her refusal to bend to Hollywood's beauty standards has only made her more beloved, securing her status as a timeless original. Now 78, Diane Keaton continues to defy expectations. With her silver hair, trademark glasses, and signature wardrobe, she's embraced age without apology. She's one of the few stars who's never tried to hide from time, choosing grace and authenticity over surgery and illusion. Marilu Henner. Henner is more than just a television star. She's one of the few people in the world with highly superior autobiographical memory, HSAM, the rare ability to recall nearly every day of her life in vivid detail. She's turned that extraordinary gift into a mission, using it to educate and inspire through books, interviews, and speaking events focused on health, memory, and lifestyle. Marilu Henner, born April 6, 1952 in Chicago, lit up television screens as the unforgettable Elaine Nardo on Taxi from 1978 to 1983. With her fiery red hair, piercing blue eyes, and magnetic charm, she became a standout figure in Hollywood during the late 70s and early 80s. Now, in her 70s, Marilu continues to dazzle with her signature red hair and unstoppable energy. Her dedication to clean living, fitness, and mental sharpness radiates in both her appearance and attitude. Still active in the entertainment world, she balances TV and film roles with her ongoing work as a health advocate, proving that a sharp mind and a healthy lifestyle can keep the spotlight shining for decades. Amanda Bearse. She gained widespread fame for her role as Marcy Rhodes, later Marcy Darcy, on the hit sitcom Married, with Children, which aired from 1987 to 1997. Born on August 9, 1958 in Winter Park, Florida, Amanda Bearse is a renowned actress, director, and comedian. With her signature short blonde hair and warm, approachable demeanor, Bearse became a memorable presence on TV during the late 1980s and 1990s. In 1993, when she publicly came out as gay, making her one of Hollywood's first actresses to do so. Her openness and activism have made her an important figure in the LGBTQ+ community. Now in her 60s, Bearse radiates a youthful and vibrant energy. Her hair, once blonde, has transitioned into a sophisticated silver, and her face showcases the grace that comes with her life experiences. Continuing her work in entertainment, she primarily focuses on directing, with occasional acting appearances. Shirley Mlan. Shirley Mlan, born April 24, 1934, in Richmond, Virginia, has captivated audiences for over 60 years with her fierce talent and unforgettable presence. She broke onto the scene with The Trouble with Harry in 1955, but it was her Oscar-winning role in The Apartment, 1960, that launched her into Hollywood royalty. With her fiery red hair, expressive eyes, and bold spirit, Mlan became one of the most distinctive stars of her generation. Now at 90, Shirley wears her age with pride. Her once bright red hair has gracefully turned silver, and her features tell the story of a life boldly lived. Unlike many of her peers, Mlan never chased youth through surgery, choosing instead to embrace every chapter with honesty and elegance. She's never slowed down either. Shirley continues to act, write, and speak publicly, sharing her colorful experiences and sharp insights with audiences old and new. Her refusal to conform, paired with decades of award-winning performances, has secured her legacy as one of Hollywood's most respected and refreshingly real icons. Carrie Fischer. The legendary actress, with her distinct beauty and undeniable charisma, Carrie Fischer made a lasting impression by portraying Princess Leia as both strong and feminine. She is best known for her role as Princess Leia in the Star Wars series, remains an enduring symbol of 1970s and 1980s cinema. Despite her immense success, her personal life was marked by significant struggles, particularly with addiction and mental health issues. Fischer was open about her battles with drug and alcohol dependency, which began in the late 1970s and continued into the 1980s, especially during the filming of The Empire Strikes Back. She turned to substances to cope with psychological pressures. Fischer was also diagnosed with bipolar disorder, a condition that deeply affected both her life and career. In her later years, Fischer faced various health and cosmetic concerns. She passed away in 2016 due to a heart attack, leaving a global fan base mourning her loss. Despite these challenges, she courageously shared her journey in her memoir, Wishful Drinking. Cheryl Lad. Cheryl Lad, born July 12, 1951 in Huron, South Dakota, rose to fame as a singer, actress, and author, but she's best remembered for her breakthrough role on the hit TV series Charlie's Angels in the late 1970s. With her glowing blonde hair and mesmerizing blue eyes, Lad quickly became a symbol of beauty and charm, captivating audiences across the globe. Now in her 70s, Cheryl has gracefully embraced aging, proving that elegance only deepens with time. She still carries her signature blonde locks and a warm smile that radiates vitality and confidence. Instead of fighting the years, she embraces them, inspiring fans with her natural approach to beauty and wellness. Lad credits her lasting glow to a healthy lifestyle, a message she proudly shares with her followers. While her acting roles have become more selective, she continues to showcase her talent in film and television, solidifying her legacy as a beloved Hollywood icon who ages with undeniable grace. Melanie Griffith. In her younger years, Griffith was widely admired for her striking beauty, combining innocence with sensuality, which made her a symbol of Hollywood glamour. The acclaimed American actress has had a remarkable career in film, taking on several roles that left a lasting impression. She is particularly recognized for her performance in Working Girl, 1988, which earned her both a Golden Globe and an Academy Award nomination. However, her personal life has faced challenges, particularly regarding cosmetic surgery. Griffith has been candid about undergoing multiple cosmetic procedures, mainly involving Botox and fillers. Unfortunately, the results did not align with her expectations, subjecting her to public criticism about her appearance. She eventually sought medical help to reverse most of the filler work, feeling relieved as her natural look gradually returned. Additionally, Melanie Griffith has dealt with struggles related to alcohol, drugs, and smoking over the years. She has sought rehab treatment several times, and these personal battles had a notable impact on her career throughout the 1990s and 2000s. You won't believe how much these stars have changed. Comment 1 now and watch till the end to uncover the jaw-dropping before and after stories of these 80s legends. Kirstie Alley. Kirstie Alley rose to fame as one of television's most beloved faces, captivating audiences as Rebecca Howe on the hit sitcom Cheers. With her striking features, charismatic screen presence, and flowing blonde hair, she became a standout beauty of the 1980s and 1990s. But behind the laughter and accolades, including a Golden Globe, Alley's personal journey was deeply complex. Her ongoing struggle with weight became a recurring topic in the media, often overshadowing her talent. She embraced the spotlight as a spokesperson for Jenny Craig, becoming the face of their weight loss campaign and sharing her ups and downs with honesty. Still, her fluctuating appearance drew harsh criticism and posed challenges to maintaining her Hollywood momentum after Cheers. In her later years, Alley largely stepped away from the spotlight. Her life came to a close in December 2022, following a private battle with cancer, a diagnosis her family revealed after her passing. Despite the scrutiny she endured, Kirstie Alley remains remembered for her humor, resilience, and the warmth she brought to every role. Linda Hamilton. Linda Hamilton became one of Hollywood's biggest stars during the 1980s and 1990s, famous for her iconic role as Sarah Connor in the Terminator series. With her striking looks and commanding presence, she brought to life a character that symbolized strength and resilience, captivating audiences worldwide. However, then, she faced major obstacles, particularly in her battle with bipolar disorder. Before receiving a proper diagnosis, she turned to drugs and alcohol to cope with the intense cycles of depression and mania. This unhealthy coping mechanism took a serious toll on her health and negatively affected her career. After receiving treatment, Hamilton overcame these struggles and became a passionate advocate for mental health awareness. Her story of perseverance has inspired many who face similar challenges. These pop stars were more than just voices. They were icons, trailblazers, and faces of an unforgettable time in music. Though their journeys have evolved, their influence remains undeniable. As they continue to shape the world of music in their own ways, one thing is clear: their legacy will never fade. I'd love to know where you're watching from. Leave your country in the comments and thank you for being here.